Ladies and gentlemen, how are y'all doing tonight? We got a special breaking news out of this world show, and we can't wait to get into the details of all of this. Man, things are coming into light. You can hold your horses because it's going down. We got a array of different type of cigars for my man, the General, baby, and it's going down upon the crown. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, first, second, third, fourth, fifth cousins, your stepbrothers and sisters, hey, your whole entire lineage. We don't care how long it's been. Gather them all around. Big, small, old, young. Get the family involved. From your hoods, from your cities, from your countries, from your continents. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to come out here tonight and mess with the new legal and the general. Shout outs to the panel out here, our own Rogue Enigma 17 and our own the Techno Blast, the fabulous, fantastic four. We are here, people. We here. The general's in effect. He had to come off his duties, lace his boots up, get his cigar, kick it, because the general, you told me you got some news today.
Yes, sir. Xbox family, feels good to be back. Xbox, everybody. Xbox over everything. It's almost at launch Tuesday, baby. Woo! Gamers Christmas, huh? Everybody that was lucky to get a console, enjoy yourselves. Put them videos up. I want to see everything. I want to see the excitement. Everybody that didn't, like me, well, we just got to wait a little bit. But I still got new games, so, hey, doesn't matter. So, yeah, but, yeah, the news is, I believe on this show, I actually told everybody just to be patient, stand 10 toes down, and just wait. Just wait for the pendulum to swing, because everything will be revealed. And if you were watching this weekend, everything has been revealed. The fact that the Series X is a monster. The fact that every narrative that they try to throw at the Series X, they have shut it down. But let's have some fun first. So we're going to pay $70 for a Spider-Man collection, Miles Morales, and you get the Spider-Man remaster joint. But the Miles Morales game is almost 9.5 to 10 hours long. That's a lot of money for a game that's short. But IGN gives it a 9. People are deflecting it like, yeah, it's short, but it's still fantastic. It's really not that big of a deal. And that's what I want to speak about, sir. I want to speak about how the media is bantering and how they're bantering and all this crap that's going on as far as not telling the truth when it comes to being honest about weaknesses, about systems that don't have certain features when you're going to pick it up for $500. When you're making us pay $70 for games, $70. Excuse me, I'm in New Jersey. $4 more with tax. That's $74 I gotta spend to play Spider-Man. But in 10 hours, I can beat it. The average gamer is gonna beat that on opening night. On opening night, we're big kids, New Legal. We're big kids. People are gonna get Spider-Man Miles Morales, and they're going to beat it overnight. And it's already coming out, ladies and gentlemen, that people are pissed. They're pissed that it's this short. When we told you it was DLC, when we told you it was a spinoff like Uncharted Legacy was 7 hours. So Insomniac put 3 more hours. Sony did this to just get you to buy the box. And let's do legal talk about the box. Let's talk about that Superman SSD speed. Everything that those donkeys were putting in our face on the mansion, all over the internet, all over YouTube, well, Microsoft can't match the SSD speed. And it just so happens that all these media sites are testing, they're testing the SSD speed. And the Xbox Series X games are loading faster. Wow. Isn't that
Speak
something
on it.
legal? Isn't that something?
It's hilarious.
They boasted this holy chronic of SSD speed. They knocked Microsoft for making a Seagate technology. Oh, wait a minute. Remix. You can't use your external storage at launch. Oh, you didn't know that? You were buying a PS5? You can't use your external storage at launch. But Microsoft made sure that there was a proprietary, right? A peripheral that you can buy. Yes, it's $220, but it's the option. Microsoft is about action. But you can't use your external storage at launch. You can't buy any SSD or MV drive at launch. It will be updated at a later date. Whoa, I just spent $500. Oh, I'm sorry, $549 with tax. I'm sorry, I just bought Miles Morales, I bought Godfall, I bought Sackboy, all for $70 each. $70. Right? Okay, so we got you can't use the external at launch. Your SSD speed is not faster than Microsoft, the Series X, right? And then it gets even better. There's no VRR in the system. There's no auto latency unless you use it through your TV.
Stop
That
lying.
means illegal. Every time you play your PlayStation 5 game, right, you got to make sure that auto latency is used through your TV. It's not in the system. Does this sound like a company that was prepared for legal? Does this sound like a company that was prepared?
No, it doesn't.
The truth is coming out, Xbox family. Xbox over everything. My Xbox maniacs, Xbox fanboys, fangirls, those that sit up and play Destiny all night, those that sit up and play everything, those that's waiting on Assassin's Creed so they can chop somebody's head off. We have the best system. The media, they still won't give it up. They won't give it up because they're touting this amazing new controller. This controller is as fun as Disney World, a bag of popcorn. And we get Astro Playroom. Astro Playroom. You get a demo of how the joystick works. And I'm talking about the DualSense controller. Oh, it's bigger, more comfortable, blah, 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 this and that. Oh, you've never played anything like this before. This is real next gen. Too bad Microsoft don't got something like this. Well, well, well. After playing Astro Playroom, you'll have low battery. You have a low battery because you got to use everything in that joystick. All the speakers, all the haptic feedback, all this. You want to make sure that, when you're running on sand, you feel it. When you're fighting against wind, you feel it. When you're stumbling over snow, you feel it. And you go from that to 2 hours of maybe more game time. So they put more research and development in the joystick, new legal. They made sure the joystick was more next gen than the console, new legal. Do you feel me on this?
Man, the general is back, baby. The general is here.
Excuse me while I light another cigar because I got another bomb to drop. So, new legal, you understand that when you get an Xbox Series X, you can use your external drive to swap your games, right? If you don't have the peripheral as far as the Seagate card, the 1 terabyte, right? So you can swap your Series X next gen games and you can put them on your external hard drive, right? And you can swap your old, backwards compatible games. You have that option. You know that, right?
Right.
You don't have that on PlayStation 5.
Of course.
No. If you have old games after you do the transfer data, then you're going to have to use your SSD space. And let's talk about that SSD space, new legal. The box says 825 gigs available when you buy the PlayStation 5, right?
Speak on it.
But because of Astro Playroom and this new UI that's lightning speed, right? Does all these cool things, the videos, you can look up game hits. It takes up 180 gigs, sir. 180 gigs before I even put a game in. I spent $500. What God for? I bought Spider-Man the Ultimate Miles Morales collection. I bought Sackboy. And you're giving me 670 gigs of space.
And you want to make fun of
670 gigs of space, new legal.
And you want to make fun of the Series S storage?
Wait a minute, new legal. Do you understand? If you just upload Call of Duty World War, which is the new Call of Duty game coming out November 13th, right? The day after the PlayStation 5 launches, because they got to deal with Activision, whatever. But you understand that game is 133 gigs? Do you understand that update is going to be probably another 200 gigs because it got its own version of Zombies and Warzone, right? I mean, if you got a calculator, we can do the math, yo, right? Do you understand that Demon Souls New Legal is 66 gigs? Do you understand that Spider-Man Morales by itself is 50 gigs? Do you understand that Spider-Man Morales, along with the Spider-Man Remaster, which you can't play on the PS4, right? That's 107 gigs. Do you understand that Godfall is 70 gigs? But I can't get an external swap? Does this sound like a system that was ready for war? Does this sound like a system that was ready for battle? Does this sound like a system that was ready to get the fisticuffs and fight in the cafeteria with mashed potatoes and gravy and smack somebody in the face? No. Sony wasn't ready. They wasn't ready.
They wasn't even ready for an amateur fight, fam.
They
wasn't even trying to go an amateur fight.
Exactly. The only thing Sony had ready, and they made sure of this, was that they got new games to sell a new box. But the reason why I'm saying this to my Xbox fans, because when you read the reviews, when you look at the reviews of the Series X and Series S, and you look at the reviews of the PlayStation, it is a bunch of hogwash. They are leaving out the truth. They are not keeping it real. They're making it seem like a Walt Disney film, all magical, like Fantasia, like Mickey Mouse with the whistle hat. They don't talk about the real. Well, welcome to Di-RRec Gaming. We talk about the real because we're real gamers. We don't care who you are. And fair is fair. And Sony is robbing people out here, buddy. Sony is robbing people out here. And they won't give Microsoft credit. Microsoft was knocked on Xbox One how big it was. They called it a VCR. It was all type of jokes, right? It's the smallest system power with the most power right now. It's the smallest system with the most power right now. The way it's engineered is so next level. Backwards compatible games play like brand new games, yo. It is insane what they're talking about right now, right? But the media won't give it up. The media won't give it up because they want Sony to be the winner. And this is why we in New League will have conversations about how the media sold the PlayStation 4. But you see, them days are over. Because Xbox fans, in December, we had Cyberpunk coming, December 10th. Xbox fans, we got that Gears of War single-player DLC coming, made from the ground up for the Series X. And it's going to be playable on Xbox One X too, if I believe. But understand something, people. It's our time. It's our time. Because we don't need gimmicks. Now, Phil don't need gimmicks. With Phil Spencer and Jason Ronald, that's his name, with the Fu Manchu beard, they have developed something that's so next level that even PC gamers are giving it respect. PC gamers. So what you want? You want a joystick that smiles at you like Banjo-Kazooie and makes funny faces like Crash Bandicoot? Or you want a real joystick to give you a lot of battery power? Or that can actually last a long time and play sessions? Let's call out the frauds here, man. Let's keep it real. We on Di-RRec Gaming. The Xbox Series X is the true and only next-gen system. Period. It has been shown this weekend. It's being shown in reviews. And I'm tired of Xbox sites and people that say that they rock with Xbox. They're pandering to the PlayStation 5. And I'm not going to do that because I'm the general. And then it's time to get down and dirty. You don't want to get credit on Phil Spencer and his work. You don't want to get credit on Jason Ronald and his work. Larry Herb, Aaron Greenberg, the marketing team. What about that new commercial they put out, New Legal? Did you see that new commercial? Did you see that Walmart commercial?
Ridiculous.
That right there touched my heart, man. That touched my heart because
Genius.
you saw a young man as an Xbox gamer get his first Xbox as an OG. Then the man came back, he had a baby. He got Xbox 360. Then his little girl, who's growing up as a little girl, she runs to the Xbox One. And then he's older, like we are now, and she is basically a full-grown kid. Maybe she's 16, maybe she's 15, and they're playing the Xbox Series X. New League, I know you can relate to that because you're a father, and you're a hell of a father, and you're a hell of a husband, and you're like a super dad, and you'll do anything for your family. But all the experiences that you have with your family, I don't know what that's not like, what that's like legal, because I'm a bachelor. I don't have kids. I don't have a wife. You understand? But you can relate to that commercial, right?
Yeah, man. I got my daughter who was born on Halo 2, brother.
See what I'm saying?
November the 4th, 2004. In the building. The
Exactly.
general is going in. We here. We here, people. Keep bombing.
And the thing, New Legal, that's so amazing, right, is that we're gamers. But the beauty of this gaming culture, New Legal, we make our children gamers. Our children imitate us, would you say, from when they're little toddlers, right? They want to do what daddy do, right?
Facts.
How many memories you got, New Legal, of sitting your daughters or your son in your lap and playing a game and showing them how to push the buttons? You know what I'm saying? How about, New Legal, you tell me about your son is playing Gears of War by himself or helping you on a multiplayer or the online.
You've seen it.
Yeah, I seen it. That's what that commercial was about, man. It's about Xbox making gaming accessible for everybody. And that's the thing that Sony don't get.
It's time for the general to have a junior. It's time for the general to have a junior.
Structure no more. The world has moved past Sony. The world has moved past whoever. Give Microsoft their credit. You got Xbox All Access program. You got Series X at $300. You got the Series X at $500. Bro, Game Pass. They just keep adding games. Every time Game Pass come out, I'm downloading more games. They keep me in the ecosystem. And I want Microsoft to get their credit on Tuesday. I want every fan to be excited like it's Christmas morning. The heck with Santa. I want every gamer to be happy it's Christmas morning. They're waiting for their Xboxes through Amazon, wherever, Best Buy, Walmart, Target, whatever it's coming from. I want everybody to play games. Stay off of YouTube. You don't need to make a show. You don't need to talk. You don't need to be on Twitter. Play games. Enjoy this culture. This culture is magical. And Microsoft has made a beast of a machine. And when you see Gears 5 running, the way it's running, with all the extra bells and whistles on Series X, when you see Bright Memory Infinite running, when you see the Falconeer, if you got the TV at 120 frames per second, when you play Dirt 5 at 120 frames per second, we are going into a new level, people, a new generation, and you have to understand that. But I'll be darned if Microsoft don't get their credit. And I'll be darned if I ain't the general that we're going to talk about how great Microsoft is before this launch. Because they want to hold the PlayStation 5 on your face. First of all, the PlayStation 5 is too big for some people's entertainment system. Let's just get that out the way.
Facts.
And on top of that, we found one in Best Buy overheating because somebody thought it'd be a good deal to put that big of a toaster behind glass doors. Let's keep that real. And let's keep it more real. How about backwards compatibility, ladies and gentlemen? Yay! Okay.
Not the toaster, man. Come on. You supposed to be sending me a toaster last year.
Hey, man, toaster, and somebody need to make me some strudels or some pastries, man, on that thing. Real talk, right?
Boy.
Or grill me some chicken. My whole thing is this, right? Backwards compatibility, ladies and gentlemen. Now check this out. Backwards compatibility on the PlayStation 4. You have to take your PlayStation 4. You have to take a LAN cable. You stick it into the PlayStation 4 and your PS4. You stick the other one, your PS5. You transfer all your data. And that's going to take on your SSD drive because you don't have an external that you can put the games on. Right? Okay. I'm going to make that clear. So I saw a demo of Resident Evil 7, playing on the PlayStation 5, backwards compatibility. Okay, look cool. But when you looked in the sky, you saw all these glitches and all this disturbance in the sky, and I'm like, well, what's going on? Yo, they show Ghost of Tsushima, runs at 60 frames per second. Okay, the game looks fun in action, but you notice in the background all these little glitches and little blotches, and I'm like, okay, that's not cool. And there's even a sign with a crossing sign that tells you while you're playing, the game is not fully patched yet. It'll be more fully patched and updated. These are my games I already paid for. And I paid $500 for backwards compatibility. Let's go to the Series X. Fusion Frenzy. Fusion Frenzy runs at 60 frames per second, auto HDR, the graphics are better, the colors and textures are better, and the shaders are better. Geometry Wars runs at 60 frames per second. More higher textures, clear, crisp as waffles and chicken. Right? Let's take Resident Evil 7. Looks incredible on the Series X. Matter of fact, a lot of reviewers are talking about how the Series X are making your old games play better, and they feel like new games. But the media don't want to talk about that because they want to dangle Spider-Man in your face and Godfall and Sackboy Adventure. We have the best hardware, people. We have the best hardware. Do not underestimate that. Don't listen to these bums talking about the Series S. The Series S is what it is. It is a next-gen system for $300. And what they're trying to do is say, oh, it's not powerful enough. I know it's $300.
Right.
It's for the casual. The casual is not playing Warzone. They're not doing 250 gig updates. They're not playing a season of NBA 2K. They're not going hard in Gears of War. The casual's playing Minecraft dungeons. The casual's playing Game Pass. And that's what that system was made for. You can pants all you want, media. We got you this time. For 7 years, we took it on the chin. For 7 years, we got bounced around. For 7 years, we was laughed at when we came to the prom. Well, Xbox fans, now we the sharpest at the Grammys. Now we got the best suits, and we snatching all the awards. And I'm going to say this, New Legal, and I'm going to say this to every Xbox fan. They better pray to holy whoever that Halo wasn't ready. Because if Halo was ready, and it was ready to go, there wouldn't be no talk of Miles Morales. There wouldn't be no talk of PlayStation 5. It would be absolute pandemonium because everybody knows that Xbox is Master Chief and that Halo is Xbox and Xbox is Halo.
Facts.
You can take the mic, man. I just wanted to open it up with some real talk.
Let me tell you something, brother. Not only did you open it up, you smashed on it. And you burnt it down and it had to get recycled just to get burnt back down and thrown in the furnace again. Yo, what you touched on some good points, man. And I'm about ready to go ahead and sound the alarm. The gaming media doesn't know what it's talking about when it comes to the Xbox Genius technology.
Thank you.
Stop listening to these clowns and fakes, man. Seriously. These third-party gaming journalist article lanes, they don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. And it's going to be funny proving my point soon. Very soon. They don't know anything about the Azure power. They don't know anything about how these Microsoft teams put this console together. You remember when Digital Foundry went up to Redmond, right?
Exactly.
And you remember when they did the video for them, right? That was all a setup, dude. It was all hilarious. That's Microsoft's humor. They put them up there, sent them up there again, and they didn't even. They admitted it. We don't know how they did it. The genius techniques of how they stacked this together is unbelievable. Of course,
shout out to Jason Ronald and his team. He is the wizard behind both of these systems, man.
Of course, you don't know how they put it together. Microsoft has tech geniuses. Digital Foundry is not tech geniuses. Listen, man. People are getting mad at Microsoft, right? Because Microsoft these Xbox X's are going all over the place, and people are losing their minds, right? But what they don't understand is they don't understand. No, here it's not that they don't understand. Here's the truth. They never had millions of products to be distributed around the world.
Talk about it.
So
Talk
if you never had,
aren't they opening in 36 countries on Tuesday? Am I right?
Facts. If you've never had something that you could ship all around the world in the millions, why are you talking? Why are you talking? There's no relation to you, what you got to say. You've never owned $1 trillion company before. Don't know how this stuff operates.
Thank you.
Bigger than the feeble minds of the streets.
Thank you.
One thing the feeble minds of the streets can't understand and can reach out of the feebleness is this. When you make a product so great and you know it's great and you know that it's going to stand on its principles, you're going to send that out to everybody. You're not biased to your haters. You're not biased to your half breeds. You're not biased to your semi-fans. You're not biased to the streets. And you're not biased to your day ones. You're putting that product out there to everybody. Because remember what I keep telling y'all. I keep using the scenario of dope dealing. No dope dealer in the world is biased to their customer. Y'all are killing me out here because I expect better. I expect better mindsets out of the Xbox community. You put that stuff out there. It's called PR. I don't know if people know what that means, but you can't blame top heads for PR. That's personal relationships. So if I'm over here and I got the hookup on something and I know the general and I'm biased towards the general, right? I want the general to shine. Guess what? Yo, general, I got something over here. Now I want everybody to peep my game right now. Peep my game right now because I want everybody up in here to open your eyes. It's some exposure going on right now. I don't have to call names out. I ain't got to say nothing. The streets know exactly what I'm talking about very soon. So I want y'all to calm down, buckle your safety belts up, all right? When you got PR, when you got personal relations, you get the inside scoops. Now listen, if you've never had a corner store in your neighborhood and you knew somebody that was running that store, it's kind of called, hey, can you hook me up?
I know, right?
When you get hooked up, that's called PR.
Exactly.
That's what that is on the lowest form, people. PR happens everywhere. Big companies, governments, everything does PR.
And Poppy does PR when he gives you extra meat on your chopped cheese and gives you extra onions. And yo, I'm $1 short. Yo, don't worry about it. Take care of me later. That's
PR. Don't worry about it. I got you. PR. Hey man, hey, I put an extra drink in your order. Don't worry about it. PR.
Exactly.
Now, people want this stuff to be blown out of proportion because we're talking about companies. Dude, it's simple, okay? Why do you think nobody who claimed to get this Xbox Series X from Microsoft said that? Notice how nobody confirmed who gave it to them from Microsoft.
That is interesting. That's interesting.
That is very interesting. Because if you understand how this stuff works, you understand anybody can say anything. But there's a big difference in how Snoop Dogg got his Xbox Series X.
What?
There's a big difference. There's a big difference in how Justine got her Xbox X. There's a big difference when The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, got his Xbox X.
Series X. Yes, sir.
But it's mighty funny. Mighty funny how some people claim how they got their Xbox X, but there's nobody saying it was official. There's levels to this stuff.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Levels to this stuff. And no matter how and what level you're on, PR is PR. You ever heard about this thing? You get ahead in life by not who you are, but who you know.
That's what my mother always told me. My mother told me that all the time. It's not what you know.
You're nobody.
It's who you know. Yep.
That's it. Yeah. You're nobody. It's the people you know that make you somebody. Bottom line. The bottom line, people. So the feeble minds are the ones who are getting played here. Everybody's getting played, right? Everybody is getting played. Let me say that again. Everybody is getting played. And you're going to see it very soon. The gaming media is going to fail you in epic proportions. They don't know what the hell they are talking about. Remember what I told you guys. When you want the truth of something, you go to the source,
which is Microsoft.
There you go. If you want to know something about the general and you want to make sure what the general said, you don't come to the New Legal. You don't go to Rogue Enigma 17. You don't go to Technoblast. You go to the general if you want to know the direct truth. Because the general can tell you more about him than any of us. Bottom line, all you third-party gaming media journalists, hypers, the only reason you rock with them is this right here. The purpose of the third-party media journalists is to cultivate the laziest gamer. What you mean, Legal? What you mean?
Whoa,
back in my day, when we wanted to know something,
please do.
Back in my day, when you wanted to know something, you read it. We had inside.
You go to the library and look it up.
There you go. Go to the library, hooked it up, read some stuff, open up a book, Encyclopedia Britannica, or
of course my favorite.
Facts.
Power to come in the mail.
Facts. You went to go looking for something. Well, see, the gaming media today preys on those that don't seek. They know that most people do not seek. You know that old little saying about our culture, General? You want to hide something from the black community, put it in a book.
Yep.
You remember when they used to say that about us?
Yep.
Same thing applies in gaming. They have understood if you want the blinded followers to follow you, just put it up on your website and they'll take it as gold. They will never go look to do their research to see if what you're saying is true or not. And this is why you have all these people that can't truly rep Xbox, but they have a strong following, and it ain't because of who they are. It's because of who they belong to, right?
True.
And because of who they belong to, that's who they prostitute for. But yet, when challenged in these streets, what do? They fold. Have you ever like thumped an ant? Now look, an ant is strong, right?
Yeah.
Ants are real mighty. And you know, the ants that we normally see, they're females.
Yeah.
They're females. They're out there working for the queen, right? But if you ever hurt an ant, what does it do? It folds up. These clowns fold up. And you know what? They get mad at you. Once you question them, once you test them, they get mad at you. So their options is blocking you, calling you a fanboy, and call you names, and then what do? They never prove you wrong. They don't ever teach you anything. Nope. Check it out. They don't ever show you facts on what they are talking about.
They're emotional bums. They are emotional bums that decided they want to take journalism to college and never play a game of Gears or Halo or nothing in their life. They never play Farm Break, nothing. But yet, you want to give this game a 5 out of 10, but you don't even know how to play it.
Right. They look, listen, man. When they get challenged, right, they start deleting stuff.
Exactly.
They start running away from you because the one thing they don't know the genius side of Microsoft.
Right.
Microsoft knows all of this, right? They let them keep running their mouth because they're going to run their mouth right into a brick wall. You all going to see very soon. They ain't never knew what they was talking about when considering Microsoft's genius. But you didn't hear it from me. I want you to doubt me. I want you to say I'm lying. I want you to say I don't know what I'm talking about because that's where I relish at. And then later on, I'm going to come back and just laugh at everybody. They're going to fail you. You got people right now sitting up here trying to compare ray tracing with the NVIDIA graphics cards and the Xbox Series X.
What does that tell you? What does that tell you, bro?
Stupid is the same. Ray tracing is from Microsoft. Microsoft isn't making one thing better than the other. It's the same. They already told you got 3 options. You either going to get this tech from PC or you're going to get this tech from Xbox Series X. There's no this ray tracing over here is going to look better than this ray tracing over there. That's not happening no more. They do that because they want to downplay the Xbox Series X.
And New Legal, you're right. You're right.
And this time, you can't tell the difference from looking at it on YouTube.
Right. But New Legal, check this out, right? Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right, it's come out. And anybody could look this up. Assassin's Creed Valhalla on Series X is native 4K, 60 frames per second. On the PS5, it is dynamic 4K, 60 frames per second performance mode. And of course, they added the little bells and whistles, where, you know, when you use a bow, when you swing your sword, all the DualSense stuff, right? But you just made a point. You can't tell that on YouTube, yo. You can't.
You cannot. You cannot tell the difference on YouTube because if you're looking at it on your mobile phone, your screen is too small. Yep. The beauty of this next generation is going to be how well you invest in the new technology, okay? But
and you've been saying that for a long time. You've been saying invest. Time. You've been screaming that.
Right. Listen, it's going to be a little expensive, people. I'm not going to sit up here in front to you, but it's not going to be impossible.
Right.
You just wait because the technology is going to become cheap fast. Yep. They're not trying to keep this stuff away from you because they got to get this stuff out. So at first it's going to look intimidating to you. Man, this TV, it's got everything I want, but it costs too much. Just give it a couple months. It's going to smack right down in your pocket. You're going to be like, man. And you know what? Don't worry about who goes first in front of you. You a gamer. When it's your time to wreck, you wreck. Because let me tell you something. They're not playing all the games that you're going to be playing. Let them play their games. Let them walk around. Right. Let them walk around and compare stuff. We don't have time for all of that. When we get our games, we're going to be playing them. That's the difference. See, the gaming media has to prostitute. Let me tell y'all something. They're not here for us. They're there for their brand.
Yep.
Whatever they work for, that's who they're for.
Yep.
Okay? They use PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo for their platforms.
Which makes revenue when you make clicks. Yep.
Facts. Just like today, right? What was so funny, you saw John Linneman talking up against Tom Warren. And Tom Warren made a claim on Spider-Man's ray tracing that was complete bogus. And so he started deleting his stuff because he had no proof. This is what they've been doing. But what was funny to me was, who's John Linneman to call somebody out on?
Exactly.
It's like the rhetoric calls out the rhetoric. It's hilarious. This is what we got going on in the streets of gaming. All you can do is sit back and laugh. You got to laugh at this stuff, man. You can't take none of them serious.
Hey, New Legal, let me drop another bomb for everybody, right? So they can understand clearly what you're talking about. Do you know that IGN doesn't have the capture card or the technology, right? Or the camera, whatever they need to show up true 4K gaming? Do you know that dude Destin came out and admitted that? So do not go by anything on IGN when you see Series X. Because they're not showing it in real 4K. They don't have the capture card. They don't have it. They admitted it. I can send you the link, New Legal.
General, your mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Keep a good distance.
Yeah. But yeah, they don't have they can't show games in 4K.
What?
Nope. That's why on IGN, Dirt 5 looked so minimal, but when you seen it on Digital Foundry, it looked amazing. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. Yeah, you know I don't be paying no attention to none of them.
I know, but I do because I do my homework. Because I want Xbox gamers not to get fooled by smoke.
That's some good information right there, fam. I didn't even know that.
They do not have the technology or the capture card to show a 4K gaming. Watching some on IGN, I'm using them as an example. If you talk about the gaming media, they are not showing you in 4K. So that means when you get the Series X, the game is going to look amazing.
That's crazy, man. Right.
And then, of course, Hyperfan Gaming is right. PlayStation gamers are so used to 1080p native. That's exactly what they love looking at.
Right. They don't look. That 1080p is just it's a cop out for Sony.
Yeah.
It just proves to you that they don't know how to advance. It just proves to you that they're not on the same level as Microsoft. So now they keep losing in these games, right, y'all? They constantly losing in these games. And notice how the gaming journalists are always trying to act like that it's not happening. They're trying to bypass, they're trying to play it lightly, but it's not going to work for them because, listen, it doesn't matter how hard they cheerlead this time for Sony. Hear me clearly. Sony is going to fail them all because Microsoft is going to make sure, and it's not like Microsoft is just doing this on purpose.
Nah.
But it's like Phil Spencer said, they're doing something that we don't even want to do. It's old. It's the way they do things to us is outdated. What we're trying to do is some new stuff, and we're going in this direction. They can go in that direction. All we can do now is send our condolences.
There you go.
PlayStation wants to act like it's big and tough. Well, they're letting you know now.
Oh, it's big and tough, all right.
Little bank all day long.
PlayStation big and tough. It's kind of chunky, but it's big and tough, all right.
That PlayStation 5 getting whooped by Kevin Hart. Xbox Series ass. The Xbox Series ass, man. Come on. I've never seen anything like this. And you know, what's funny is how they try to act like next generation right now is not hyped up. It's you know, well, you know, from what we see, the Series X just isn't that exciting. It isn't that. What are you talking about, bro? Do you think we expected y'all to feel excited over the Xbox Series X? Really?
Illegal. I just watched a video, right? I'm not gonna say the name, but the two dudes was like, you know, maybe Microsoft should have changed the UI like Sony, because when you turn on the Series X, it's just more of the same.
Yeah.
Like, bro, why do I care about an interface? I'm trying to get to my game. Let me go on my rant real quick, man.
Go ahead.
What is it about this interface? What is it about that your interface has to be all colorful and HD and 4K and swirls and whales and rainbows in the back? I'm trying to get to my game. What is this big deal about?
Come back to your mic.
What is this big deal about where you're going to be in your home screen, going to the store to buy a game or to go online or whatever, you know, the Microsoft Awards? What is it? Microsoft just kept it the same. If you're already familiar with the Xbox One X and the whole Xbox ecosystem, keyword ecosystem, seem like
General.
do nothing new.
General.
It is a powerful new box. That's what we wanted. And it's doing something that consoles never did. She let sit up there and dance in the street.
General, pull yourself from your mic. Pull yourself from your mic. Give yourself some space.
Sorry. Yeah,
I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know why either. But yeah, man, but I understand. What is the thing about interfaces? What this action? What do you think that is, man? Hello?
There you are.
Yeah.
You
What do you think it is about interfaces, man?
There you
what
go.
do you think is the big deal about when you turn your system on that these people, they need that?
Right. You sounded good.
All right, but I'm asking you a question. What do you think it's about the UI? Why are people so addicted with the UI?
Because that's the only thing they got, General. Look how stupid it is. You're not lying, bro. Look, regardless if we heard you or not, we know what you was talking about. So,
yeah.
So here's what it is, General. The reason why it's so funny is because we're at the UI. It's just like you said. We're talking about the UI now. So look where they bounce around at. Wait a minute. Y'all are that defeated that you think that it's hurting us because you got a 4K UI?
That takes up most of your space.
Y'all are at now?
It takes up most of your space when you get the system.
Dude, listen to me, man. It's not even going to matter, right? What the UI is going to be soon. Everything is going to be completed, man. The Xbox Series X is not completed. We already know that our user face is being worked on. Right now, we don't have a complete a separate user face. We just got a new update on it, and we're gonna get this stuff together. Microsoft is not Microsoft. The last thing Microsoft is worrying about is the UI, is the interface. Come on, man. Like
exactly.
So General, that just shows you how pitiful it is over there. That's all it shows. It's not anything else. What are they going to talk about, man? They going to talk about 4K games at 120? Where are they at?
They not. They not.
Are they going to talk about what is it? Velocity architecture?
Nope.
Are they going to talk about smart delivery?
Nope.
Are they going to talk about mesh shaders?
Nope.
Are they going to talk about real-time hardware, ray tracing, DXR?
Nope.
Oh, so what do they got to talk about? They don't even have the right games to present next generation with. Think about that. What game do they got that can represent next generation? That's going to make you say, ooh and ah too. Think about it.
Miles Morales?
Failed.
So cold,
that game failed, but that game, we knew that game was gonna fail a long time ago, man.
And they're giving it 9s. They're giving it 9s everywhere. Masterpiece, all this other crazy BS, man.
Listen, man, it's the they can give it whatever they want to give it. I never care what they give their games. Here's the funny thing: it's the shortest game out there, right?
Yeah,
that's what you're gonna use to promote next generation game. It's not even at this point, man. It's just pathetic, bro. At this point, it's just pathetic, bro. Look, man, they're prostituting Spider-Man so hard that they can't even make full games from it.
Yeah, you're right about that.
They were in such of a drought to try to even look. The joke's on them. First of all, there's no next generation, nothing over there on the PlayStation 5. Nothing. The closest thing to next generation is, like you said, is their controller.
Yeah.
All right. As far as games go, zero. Trash. Nothing. And what they got to present doesn't even flatter us. All right. So now when you look at it, Insomniac knew that I called this, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Bro. Listen, man, one thing about Di-RRec gaming, man, I love how we can go off the chain. We can go off the grid. We're not contained here, man. We cut each other off. We got something to say. I'm not passing no mics around, bro. We're not sitting up here forgetting what we got to say. I'm not sitting up here with a bunch of topics in my head. I got it written down somewhere. Man, we go off the gut.
Fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs with brass knuckles on. All right? We come and swing in. We do this. This is automatic. Automatic here. This is culture you hearing. So it's nothing for us. We can do this blindfolded, baby. This is all day. And I got the mighty Xbox community backing me up. How we going?
Sir, the best community around.
How we going?
Community around.
We here. You telling me that I called this out a year ago? Bro, I'm too fast for him. I said this, bro. I said, do not be surprised. The next Spider-Man game is going to be a Miles Morales game. You told me, why do you think that new? I said, look. Look. They done milked the Spider-Man out of the DC universe. Spider-Verse done came up. Really? Where do you think they're going to go with it?
But they talk about Halo, and they talk about Gears.
Right. Venom
it's like what?
Venom
you made the next, what, 14 Ratchet and Clank? Come on,
right.
man. Cut it out.
They had to do something with Spider-Man. So they went for Miles Morales. It's cool being black right now.
Woo! Say it again.
Yo, I called it. I said, man, we got the Black Panther out here.
Yep.
Yo, what is it? On the Batman, the Batgirl's fixing me a black woman.
Yep. Black Lightning. Don't forget Black Lightning. Great show.
Miles Morales, get it? So Sony knows these things. But the problem is they played themselves. They sat there knowing that we need a DLC, but their plans got rushed. Once that Series X dropped on the Game Awards, that mighty Xbox wrench blew their socket out.
It did. Right.
What you're seeing is a quick change up. And then, as usual, it's no mystery that they end up lying to their community. We called it on Twitter, people. Yo, that's a freaking DLC. What the hell is going on? And then
they got mad. They got mad in the legal. Remember, they calling you names.
They got mad because we knew. Oh, you guys are fanboys. No, how we fanboys? That's a Sony fan right there calling you out. Exactly. Your popcorn. What are you going to say to your own fans? So the best thing they can come out with is, it's not a DLC. It's an attachment to the PlayStation 4 version, but it's a standalone. It's a standalone. We're like, okay, like like standalone. Okay, DLC, all right, but the time frames is what really makes a difference, and there's no difference between both of them. So who cares if it's a standalone? Who cares if a DLC? The game is only damn 10 hours long. Get to the bottom line. You're still giving me nothing. Bro, listen, man. They gonna get that game and beat it in the same and within hours of the same day. Within hours, man.
Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Beat the game within hours of in the same day. And look, watch this. The standard, right? General, the standard, right? It's still over $50. Look, man, and they got the nerve to try to make fun of Game Pass. But yet, the standard, okay, the PlayStation 4 version that can't even go back compat. That can't even go back compat to the PlayStation 5 is over 55. It's going to cost you about $55.
Woo!
Right? Now watch this.
Yep.
Like my man Old School G is saying, the Ultimate Edition. Here comes that word. Here comes that word. The most famous word in PlayStation history is called remaster. Sony and the remasters of the universe. There is no more popular word than remaster. So here comes the ultimate Spider-Man Miles Morales remaster. And we're going to sell it to you for $70. Look, here's a little secret, everybody. It's not going to be $70. It's going to be a little bit more than that. But you didn't hear it from legal. You didn't hear it from legal. But
$74.95. That's $75 for one game.
For one game. Now look at this. This is the beauty of that package. Not only do you get the PlayStation 4 version that you guys have already had, oh, you get the mighty DLC along with it. You get the add-on, Miles Morales. So see, the Ultimate Edition tells the truth. That's telling the truth. It's like you get the game, and then hey, check it out. Down the road, you get the add-on, the Miles Morales DLC, and it's a standalone. Look, man, we've had this before with Forza Horizon 2, right? Forza Horizon 2 came out, and then we had the Fast and the Furious. Who are y'all kidding, bro? You understand this stuff? General, who are they kidding, bro? And you know the funny part about it is they couldn't even fool their own base with that nonsense. The base didn't believe in that.
But hey, New Legal, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just good now.
I got another little bomb to drop.
Uh-oh.
The PS5 can't do 1440p.
You know what, man? You know
the
what?
PS5 can't do 1440p.
It can't.
But the Series S can. For $300.
Nobody cares about 1440p.
I had to put that out there.
I know it. Nobody cares about it. Nobody cares about 1440p. Well, it's another one you obviously don't care about either, and that's 4K. So the only one that y'all really care about is 1080p.
They love 1080p. Remember, 1080p makes you a better gamer? Remember all that crap?
Gamer. Man, you know what?
My favorite was God of War makes you a better father. Yeah, I remember that one too.
It's gotta be brilliant over there right now. You know, to literally try your hardest to make that situation look good over there has got to be draining you. You got to be drained. I mean, y'all worse than Trump over there with all them lies, man. I think y'all be Trump with them lies. And y'all don't want to leave, and y'all don't want to leave the house.
Nope.
Y'all don't want to leave it. Y'all are trying to paint 1080p graffiti PlayStation logos on everything. Y'all are mad at everything, man. Don't get mad at everything. Get mad at Jim Ryan. That's the rooster who came back to join the coup. And that's
Jim Ryan is going to ruin that company, and he already is.
Right. The crow, the rooster crowed 3 times with him. He's been lying to y'all since the beginning. And the thing is, it was just good just a week ago. We get it. Y'all accepted those lies until they don't work for you. See, that's the problem with the PlayStation community. Y'all will go with the nonsense as long as the nonsense is benefiting y'all. But as soon as the nonsense is no longer benefiting y'all, now all of a sudden it's the worst thing going. And now y'all want to bitch and complain. Come on, y'all. You either going to be with it or you're not going to be with it. It's like the black sheep. You can get with this or you can
get with that.
There's no lukewarming in the gaming streets, people. It's called either you have it or you don't. And here it is with Sony. They don't have it for you. And more failures to come. And check this out, General. I'm proud of Microsoft right now, standing against these devs who are trying to do a parody for Sony.
Yep.
No, sir. Look what happened to the Avengers. No, sir. You want to get through these gates in gaming, you got to come through the mighty Xbox community. You don't believe me? Just ask my boy Cliffy B. If you don't believe me, just ask my homie Vince Van Pella. They all believed in that Sony fan base. Believed it, and all of them failed in that belief. You are better off making a walkthrough, hold your hand, soap opera, semi-movie, cinematic, thriller, if you want to bet your bottom dollar on Sony fans.
Are you saying that the Sony games have more movies and cutscenes than gameplay? Is that what you're saying, sir?
You bet your bottom dollar. The funny part about it is when you're going through those little cinematic movie spots, they're telling you to push X, push A.
You're right.
Like
you're right, bro.
Like, man, do you
Make
know?
Make sure you got your tissues. Make sure you got your tissues.
Right. Do you know how old that experience is in gaming? We was doing that back with the OG Xbox. We was doing that with Prince of Persia. That's how old that was. You see what I'm saying, man?
I see what you're saying.
This stuff is funny, General. And you know what? We're not afraid to call it out in taste. See, there's a way of doing this because we look at ourselves as professionals. You got to get all character for you. Come on, man. I'm a grown man. I ain't get all out of character for you. This is what I've been doing before I knew any of y'all. I was really doing this in the streets. So like I said, you can get me like Stevie or Ray Charles. Just give me something that I know my voice can be heard and move out of the way. That's how it goes down.
But you know what, New Legal? I want to think 2 years from now. Let's just walk this yellow brick road 2 years from now. What are they going to do to combat Forza Motorsport, the reboot of the whole series?
You can't.
What are they going to do to combat Hellblade 2?
You can't.
What are they going to do to combat Avowed?
Look, man, you know where you lead into that? Let me say this today. Let me say this today and hear me loud and clear.
Doom 3
and to the
Elder Scrolls 6.
Hear me loud and clear.
Starfield, a brand new exclusive from Bethesda. What are you gonna do?
These clowns out here, right? who already failed, and we ain't gotta call no names. But you remember back in the day, these same clowns that didn't understand that Xbox is PC. See, they don't understand that terminology because they don't really know how technology works.
No, so they don't. They
thought that Xbox would be just a console, and how dare you say Xbox is PC? They don't understand the ghost technique.
They don't understand it because they kissing Metacritic behind. All they care about is Metacritic. They don't even care about the games.
Right. Well, here's the thing, fam. It's their mindset about how the future of gaming is actually going to work. But they wasn't never true students of the game. So they never, ever known it. Look, anybody who was following Xbox knew that cloud compute was the beta to what we're going to now. So any of them clowns that you saw back in the day, we ain't got to call their names because you see them now.
Yep.
Who made fun of the term Xbox is PC, who could never get their head on that, never could grasp that concept. Look at them now. See, it's not hard for them to understand that Xbox is PC now. See, now they got it. See, it's not about whether they believe it or not. It's happening. See, that's what I'm trying to tell people. Who cares what they say? They don't know what they're talking about. The only ones that knew what they were talking about were the ones that was agreeing with it. And the only reason they was agreeing with it is because they did their research. See, Microsoft doesn't just say stuff out of the blue to their community to leave you all shaken up and confused. Microsoft is not a confusing company. All you got to do is get up and read. They're not like Sony. They're not like these third-party articles who think that when they tell you something, you're not supposed to do your research about it. You're just supposed to believe them. That's why all of this is a joke today, because you got blind followers. You hear it all the time on Twitter. This dude's a blind follower. There's certain people in these streets that know what they're talking about. General, they use the terminologies correctly. You see
but illegal.
Hold on. This is why, General, they have corrupted the word console war.
Absolutely. I agree.
General, they corrupted the word fanboy. See, none of these things were bad things when we were coming up. How all of a sudden it became bad, General? Because gaming articles started to say it was bad? Well, they're the only ones that do this stuff. Yo, they think when they say something, it's gold and you better take it. But as soon as you question it, now you are a fanboy.
You're a hater.
Hey man,
you're toxic.
On Xbox. You're a fanboy. I'm not. Listen, bro. I am what I am. If I like playing on Xbox games, so what? But if I hear you talking about where I play and it's not right, I'm gonna check you. How am I toxic? You're spreading lies. The streets are always gonna win. They can't defeat us. That's why they won't come to box. You're not gonna come to box, and you're not gonna intimidate me thinking because you work for some tech company that you're gonna come using some tech words to me. Bro, we're talking gaming. So if you want to talk to me, see me on Gears 5. Since you got so much to talk about on Gears, well, let's see you play. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to play me. I got some soldiers that are just ready to lay you out. I say, let's do what we did on Gears 3. Bring the devs out, bring anybody else that wanted to come out, and let's get this thing rocking. Y'all all knew what happened. Y'all all knew the outcome back then. Makes you think the outcome ain't going to be the same today. Y'all, most of these cats and these gaming journalists, the general, are casual gamers. They are harmless.
Yo.
Got you, fam. Go ahead.
Yeah. When you get your Series X, $1 million question. Are you going to play Gears Tactics first? Or are you going to run through Gears 5 with all the new bells and whistles and all that good stuff?
Well, first of all, I don't know, man.
I stumped you. That's like which kid you love more, right?
I'll make you proud today. Since the glorified Gears of War, family is nothing new to me. It's an honor to see the glory of it today. But I told you the one that got me, man, and the one I took another W for was Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You remember when I shut everybody up and said, just wait. They're trying to tell you that it's 30 frames. Remember the media tried to bury it. Oh, it's going to be 30 frames. They didn't understand the language. They said that right now we are hitting the minimum 30 frames per second. They took that and ran with it, General, because that's why. That's it. There's no other word to that. Stupid people take things and run with it and post stuff knowing they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
That sounds like everybody in the media.
We're right. We are no longer in a real gaming community when it comes to the social media aspect. All of that is fake. I'm telling all my real gamers, you treat all that stuff as that's not in the Xbox ecosystem, treat it all with a long spoon. None of them are for the benefit of the Xbox community. They are prostitutes for their brand. If they can make a clickbait article for you to come to, that's their purpose. Their purpose is to make you feel good as an Xbox gamer. That's not what's going to bring clicks.
Nope.
Nonsense, chaos is what brings clicks.
You're right. Toxic bullying, toxic crap. Yeah.
Saying, oh, it's not fun. I'm not thrilled. Who cares if you're not thrilled? I don't care if you're not thrilled. You're not stopping me from getting my Xbox Series X and feeling thrilled about it. What makes you think your casual behind is going to make me feel less of a gamer because, oh, he said it and he's from that article company. So, oh, man, the game must suck. You're listening to a casual, though. A casual gaming media journalist. That's who you're talking. That's who you are listening to. A third party one at that.
But wait, new legal. Can I say something? How about this, right? This is funny. How do you take the guy that plays only Super Mario Odyssey and Zelda Breath of the Wild and make him review Gears of War? How do you do that? How do you make him review Gears of War when all he plays platformers and role-playing games?
Facts.
That's what I'm saying.
Facts. 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 And you expect us to take these people serious. Really. You listen to them every day. You look at them every day. It's like they're bored. They don't, listen, man. When you prostitute that long, no wonder you're depressed. Listen, gaming isn't a depressed situation. Gaming is fun.
It's fun. Yes, sir.
Anybody being let down in the gaming industry. Like, no, we over here wilding. We over here having fun. If you over here depressed about gaming, keep your depression over there, homie. Go get yourself, go get your life, man. Go get your life. Get your life in perspective first and then come to gaming. Because gaming is supposed to be fun.
It's a luxury, man. Right, it's a luxury.
Negative in gaming. It's what you get out of it, man. And gaming is meant to be fun.
And Phil Spencer said that. Gaming is a luxury, man.
It's a luxury.
Yeah.
Stop taking this stuff so serious. The reason why y'all take stuff so serious is because y'all are used to the BS. You're used to all this nonsense. You're used to this. My daughter just came in here and showed me she just bought her a little Pac-Man arcade machine. God bless.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
My oldest daughter, she's a retro queen. It was hard for me to get her on the Xbox system. Now she's on it though. But man, she loves the retro aspect of gaming. It's a nostalgia for her. And her collection and she's artful. So she likes to draw, but her collection is outstanding. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of gaming. Everybody approaches gaming the way they want to approach it. See, this isn't about, you like PlayStation, so you're whack. No, the only thing about PlayStation that's whack is all the lies that go along with it. It's all the fronting that goes along with it. You guys have to accept truth. Y'all have been baked in your head that the PlayStation is all of this and all of that when it never has been. The gaming media, like my man, the general said, helped sell that PlayStation.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's who sold it. GameStop and all their little weekend employees that was being biased. See, there shouldn't have been no bias at GameStop. You are a GameStop employee. That means when people come in at with their hard-earned money, the choices they want to make, you just lean them to their choice. You don't have to persuade them because you see a guy come up in there and he's looking for an Xbox and you ask him, well, why you want an Xbox? Well, I want an Xbox, but wow, man, you need to come over and buy a PlayStation. I've seen it. Because the main thing PlayStation fans care about is sales.
And Metacritic. PlayStation fans love Metacritic.
You were cancerous. That's right.
Cancerous, yo. You're right.
And then you got the cowards. See, at least I can deal with them. I can deal with the bold donkey mentality, right? I can deal with that type of stuff because at least they're open about it. They're happy about their nonsense. The ones that kill me, and the general knows where I'm going with this, and I think most of the streets know where I'm going with this. The half-breed centaurs get on my nerves, bro.
Oh,
I
know you're talking about.
Them cowards.
I know you're talking about.
Oh my goodness, they're worse than the neutrals, because they claim they're gaming. Oh, I got everything and I'm a gamer. But yet, all I ever see you do is bash Xbox, but yet praise Sony on everything.
But illegal. These people say that there's RDNA 3 in the PS5. Would you agree?
General, how stupid can one be? General, how stupid can one be?
Stupid is as stupid does. That's what Forrest Gump say.
General, I would line up every gaming article in a row up against the wall and give them one mic and let them pass their mics until the last gaming journalist. And the question is, how in the world is PlayStation 5 have RDNA 3 inside of it? Please explain.
It don't exist. And they seem to don't understand. It don't exist. It's RDNA 2. Don't get mad because your company skipped out on one of the best technology. They put more technology in the joystick. That's all I'm saying.
General, they never believe because they only know their way of doing things. The reason why the PC community is quiet, because they learned something. Now that Microsoft is in their way, they have no choice but to be quiet and learn something now. They're used to things like graphics cards making the difference, pumping that graphics card. Hardware,
motherboards and all that. Yep.
Right. Let me get this. So when Microsoft was like, look, we can do this without all of that and do this and that, they're lying. They're lying. There's no way. When you see people like that, you got people on YouTube that's got 1 million followers. They're not going to challenge Microsoft. Notice that. You know why they're not going to challenge Microsoft? Because they don't know what they're talking about. So even them that have 1 million subscribers going to do the same thing as the ones that have lower subscribers who think they're somebody, and that's hide behind their followers. When they get tested, they'll stop talking, and here's what always happens. Their followers who are blinded but loyal to the cause will speak on their behalf. Now, here's what I'm going to say about that. What true, mature adult lets somebody else speak on their behalf? Think about that.
Real talk. I feel you.
If I know what I'm talking about, and if I know I can stand on my own 10 toes, why would I need anybody in my chat room speaking for me? If that happens, it's already spoken for me that I don't know what I'm talking about. This is why, in the end, you're going to see even those that got all those blind followers let you down. This is why you start to see them now being very careful on what they're saying. You ain't got to believe me, man. Just watch. They're all shaking up right now. Notice how they're not so bold to come out with all this malarkey right now. They want to, but they don't want to look stupid because not just a week ago, it was cool to just be dissing Xbox. Have you noticed? They're not really dissing Xbox right now. They're really careful about what they say.
They got to be careful. They got to be careful.
They got to be very, very careful what they say because they're holding on to their what? The little integrity that they got left because they sold their integrity for likes, for followers. That's what they sold themselves for. Bro, I don't give 2 peas in a bucket about my integrity being sold because I feel like nobody's following me. Yo, check my barcode. The day I jumped on Twitter, I've held the Xbox flag and wore the jersey since day one.
Yes, sir.
The day I came on
Yes,
social
sir.
media, I was rocking my Xbox flag and my Xbox jersey day one. The day I bought my Xbox, I've been rocking the Xbox flag and the Xbox jersey day one. And you want to know what my motto was? And it is to the day. There's no confusion about the new legal. You'll never be confused on what the new legal stands for. Ain't no confusion over here. You got all these other ones. They call them flipper. They don't know what to do because
a lot of flip-floppers,
had
man.
to start acting silly.
A lot of flip-floppers are cheese and onions, man. A lot of flip-floppers, man.
The reason why you start to find out they don't know what the hell they're talking about. So once they get to that point, there's only one other thing to do. That's put that makeup on, put that skirt on, put them high pumps on, put the Kool-Aid on them lips, and get the stepping. You got to get the stepping. And boy, I'm telling you, got a lot of prostitutes out here in this gaming community. They will sell them souls over YouTube channels, man. We're talking YouTube channels. Their persona will change as if they're Hollywood celebrities.
They all act like it. They all act like it. Just because they get a free chair, they might do this, that, whatever. They always think that they're above, but they're not above real gamers like me and you and this Xbox community. They just not.
In a world where real gamers aren't appreciated, we get the low counts on YouTube, but always win on games. In a world where you're fake and you're phony and you hide behind your high-class studio and you hide behind your high-class branded company, because if you're standing alone, you have no hope in the streets. These dudes are not going to stand alone to y'all. Once you check them, this is how they feel and this is how they think. Wait till my backup community comes and attack you now for making fun of me. I'll show you. So here you are outdoing them. They'll never say a word back, and they'll have a legion of followers coming up telling you, what the heck is wrong with you, man? Why are you such a hater? Blah, blah, blah. And, you're just mad. Blah, blah, blah. Like, dude, I'm not even talking to y'all. I'm talking to him. So politely step aside and let me assassinate this dude. Step aside. I only got one bullet. I don't have enough for all of y'all. I'm not a murderer. I'm an assassin. I only came to use this bullet on that target right there. And that's the problem. That's the issue. Because these dudes will never talk like this towards y'all. They are connected. It's a PR community. It's a personal related community. So what do people like the new legal and the general go at? We're the streets. So our attachment is the streets of gaming. And the last time I checked, there's millions of Xbox fans. So who really has more of the followers, them or us? I want y'all to really think about that. Do not be afraid of these lames who claim to know Xbox, who claim to know how this console is going to work for you, and who claim to know how you are supposed to feel about getting your console, who claim to know how all this stuff is supposed to work. Notice how they've never been able to break down any of that technology. Show me one YouTuber that's able to break down the architecture structure of the Xbox Series X. You can't name me one. And if you do, send me that link. Prove me wrong. They
But ain't
all
illegal, man. Hello?
general.
Yeah, man. I gotta definitely scram, man. I just wanted to kick it with you in the Xbox family. But can I end the show?
Bro, this is your show. Do what
All
you
right.
feel, fam.
Tuesday. It's a beautiful day. Go get your system. Hope everybody gets their system. Enjoy the new Series X. You get the Series S, enjoy that too. Xbox gamers, have fun. Play everything, man. Go on the Game Pass, play everything. Whatever you pre-order, play it. Ignore these clowns for a day, man. Just play your games, man. Be excited. Enjoy all the ray tracing. And if you got a new TV, show it off. And we want to see videos and pics. And yeah, man, Xbox family, I love y'all, man. But Tuesday is Redemption Day.
Love it. Yo, I'm going to end it. My man, the general, was back. You brought that heat as usual. That's nothing unusual about you, sir. Yo, just like he said, I don't want to look at a YouTuber with fake excitement. They get an unboxing and they don't even know how to open up the box. They're struggling with cutting something open. Come on, man. That stuff is corny. I'm ready to see my real Xbox fans grab that box, open it up, be excited, show me you plugging it in. I don't care. Put it on whatever TV you have. It's not about that. Show me you're playing that mighty Xbox Series S or Xbox Series X and you're enjoying it. I want to see YouTube flooded with clips. And that's all I'm about to say. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. You're wonderful. Shout outs to the mighty Xbox live community in the chat room, the unfadable chat room on Di-RRec Gaming. Shout outs to my man Techno Blast. Shout outs to the lovely lady Rogan M17. Shout outs to the General. Woo! Yo, always remember this. Woo! Keep it gaming. Chase that one up in life. And Xbox rocks. And it don't stop.
Xbox rocking, you don't stop. Stop. Launch Day Tuesday, baby. Enjoy it.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. True indeed. True indeed.
And don't forget, November 10th, 11 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time, I think 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the launch celebration show. We're going to see a lot of new games, a lot of new announcements. Don't forget.
If you are an Xbox hater, do not come to that show. It's going to be a long year for you. Oh!